In today's video of who the fuck thought that was a good idea, Bungie, we have it takes only 30,000 unstable cores to upgrade a weapon from 200 power to 550. Just a humble 30,000 unstable cores. 30,461 to be exact. So if you wanted to upgrade armor on your alts to 550 as well, you'd need 300,000 cores for one set of armor on each. You better start saving up. You better start saving up. If the currency is going to be this crazy, can we at least get a converter to turn other materials into cores? Throw in shards to prism conversion in there as well? That'd be nice. This is crazy. I can't believe it. I always thought it was a weird element in MMOs where they like add a new system and then they're like, now we need to invent a new currency to make this system more complex and convoluted for no real reason. Obviously, the whole point of it is to increase play session time. They make you, once you've leveled up to 550, now you need to infuse your weapons. And then you're like, oh, well, now I need to play more so I can get the unstable cores so I can infuse everything up to 550, right? And so it's this never ending carrot on the end of a stick. And you're always chasing the one thing. And then once you reach the finish line, then, the goalpost is moved back once more. And you're like, oh, no, now I got to go back and I got to grind. 30,000 is just unbelievable, though. 30,000 is just crazy. This whole entire currency did not need to exist by any means. You could have just done it without. And the ratio of enhancement cores to unstable cores is actually probably my favorite part of this. Yeah, 30,461 to 1. Like this is the ratio is pretty crazy here. 30,000. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to scale up unstable cores with the power increase, but it feels awful. It feels absolutely terrible. That's an insane amount of cores necessary. And I don't even think that there's like an efficient core farm. So you either have been like really, really stingy with your cores, or you're screwed basically when you hit a higher level. Like what I've been doing is I infuse my armor with the same armor set, so it doesn't require cores, it just requires glimmer. And I've encouraged you to do that as well as you've been power leveling. We did a few videos on this. So if you infuse the same armor set for, as you go up in levels, then you don't waste as many cores, so you can save up, right? That's the whole point, right? Or that's like not the whole point, but that's the strategy you should use. But the problem is for weapons, you can't exactly do that, For weapons, it's not as easy. You're going to have to upgrade those weapons. And then once you finally do hit 550, your goal is to just make everything 550. And at a ratio of 30,000, that just isn't happening. You're not going to be able to do that. Like, there's just no way. And they are somewhat generous with these cores from certain sources. You'll get a lot, but I don't think you get that much. I don't think you get enough where it's like not like you're just slinging around 30K, just to upgrade a tenacious mastery all of a sudden. I don't think so. How do you feel about 30,000 cores to upgrade your weapons from 200 power to 500? This has become, or 550, I should say. This has become the talk of the town right now. This is too much. They're going to have to adjust this. And if they want to set the bar high, it's fine. 10,000 is like still kind of excessive, but at least lower it to like 10,000. Even 10,000 is saying this currency should just get taken and hurled into the DCV. But if you're going to keep the currency because you have to have these systems and it's an MMO. I get it. It's MMO. All right. We got to have the systems like this. This is not unprecedented. Make it 10K if you want to be kind of greedy still. Make it 5K if you want people to be happy and nice, Make it like 1,000 and people will be very, very happy about it. You get thousands when you dismantle. You do get thousands when you dismantle. That's true. You do get thousands, but you lose them as well. So there's people arguing on both sides. They're saying, hey, when you dismantle some stuff, you get thousands. So like this isn't a deal, a big deal. We'll have to see. When you hit 550, let me know if you're able to infuse all of your stuff up. Or it's at that stage that we'll find out if it really is a big deal or not. Because if it's not, if you get like, yeah, so one person said they had 999,900, they had 1 million cores and they went down to 700,000. So, I mean, you're still good then, right? Like you couldn't even possibly get rid of all of them. I don't know how you got 1 million. You must have played a lot. Holy, 1 million cores? Here's the thing I want to, why does this guy not have 1 million cores? He's 550. What did he do? So the verdict is out on whether or not this is a real problem, because you might be able to, if you've been infusing along the way though, you probably are burning through a good amount of cores because everything's expensive. The verdict is out on how terrible this is based on the generosity of dismantling weapons and getting cores. So I'm not going to say this is an absolute tell in every way, but it seems a bit excessive maybe. Let me know what you think.